Hello everybody, I am back with this grungy envelope journal and I wanted to work on it. I've got some things prepped, but then I also wanted to go back over these. I like how they came out. These two were the molding paste and this was the crackle. The crackle's okay. I can't seem to get this crackle to crackle perfectly. But I did want to go back over them with the stencil and make them, how do I do that? Darker, like that. So I have one of those brushes and my walnut stain. I just ordered myself a new pad and some re-inker because I've been really abusing that lately. I think it's not good for it when you squish it on the glass or something and the glass is wet. It seems to compact the pad a bit. But it's okay. I'm going to get my use out of it. So I'm going to use this as a proper stencil now. See how that looks. Yeah, I like that. So let's see, maybe this one is this one, or is it this one? I think it's this one. Yep. Not lining up all that well, though. Maybe that's not right. Is it this one? Nope, that's too small. Must have been like this. On the wrong side. Can you see that? I know I've been not great at, there we go. I think we're getting it. Yep. Gonna go over that. Just knock down the color back a bit, and then hopefully when if I splatter it too, it'll get some interesting effects from either water splatter or maybe some white acrylic or gesso or something. Okay, so that's good. It doesn't matter, I suppose, if it doesn't line up perfectly. But this all came out really good. I love how that color there came out. And then this one here, I think it's the same one. Yeah. Mix that up a bit. Yeah, just to darken it. Darken it. There we go. Ooh, I like that. That's good. Okay, so I wanted to do that. Oh, I might as well do this. I have this envelope that I used just to get the excess off, and it came out pretty good. So I might wind up using this on the inside. So, when you have to clear off your stencil. There we go. Oh, like that. I just scraped the stencil off on to this envelope that I had previously dyed. And I really liked how they came out. Cool. Maybe, I wonder if I even need the stencil. I wonder if I can just, yeah. I can just go over that white. Yeah, like that. That would be good. Two good pockets, just like that. All right, we'll save that. Okay, so I'm going to wind up, I think, spraying this down with some acrylic spray to coat it when it's all done, but I'm going to wait till it's all done to do that. So this is going to be the cover. So this is what the inside looks like now. I did sew around this front panel. And then I dyed some really loose weave cheesecloth, and I have some map cutouts that I tore out of an atlas, an old atlas, and then grunged them up some more. And this is Europe, and there's Spain and North Africa and Saudi Arabia and some of the Middle East. And I grunged it up, and I'm layering it over that wide open weave cheesecloth that I inked and dyed. So I think that's going to go like that. And then I have a Tracy label that I grunged up, and it's gotten super grunge. It says archaeological. And then I backed it on a piece of the map that I tore off that has the little scale on it. So it's almost like a little hidden detail. So I'm going to put that there, and I'm going to put it behind a book plate. And it just fits on that book plate. And then I picked out 2 of these brads. So they're kind of the same bronze, antiqued bronze. So I'm going to do that first, I think. Oh, and I also put some gel coat on this already, so it's protected. So it's okay if I go all the way through this because this is sewn down anyway. So I'm just going to poke through there. And then I'll put something on the back to cover up these, the legs of the brad. So you just poke that through there and then open them up on the back. And I'll do the same with this one here. Being careful not to poke your finger. I have done that before. There we go. So this is such a fun little project. I really needed like a little change of pace from what I had been doing because it was all very botanical and naturey, which is fabulous and I love it. But I couldn't do another one in a row. I've done what, 3 or 4 of those field guide journals, and I needed a change of pace. Okay, so archaeological is going to go there. And then this is going to go here. And I think I'm just going to use the glue on the back of the map bit to glue that down. So I'm going to use my 3-in-1 that I've decanted. I haven't gotten that other one open yet. And I'm going to just make sure that it's not blocked, and I'm going to use a good amount of the 3-in-1 so that it holds the cheesecloth down as well. Get that spread out the way I want it. And I have some papers prepared. I'll show you what I've done with those papers in a sec. And I've been thinking about how I want to tie them in. And I saw Rachel at Roxy Creations did an interesting way of tying some into a little trifold thing. I think it was yesterday, where she just made 1 hole at the top and 1 hole at the bottom, and then tied around the top and bottom. I thought that was interesting. I've also sometimes done a 1-hole pamphlet stitch where you just do a single hole in the center and then everything kind of wraps around. And I think I might do that because I think it might be a little less sticky outy. The thing that Rachel did was very cute and I was very intrigued. It leaves a lot of sticky outy bits. See, I've got a lot of glue on that. The backside looks good too though. And I'm just going to stick that down. And I've got the edges curled up. I'm not trying to uncurl the edges. I did that on purpose. See, I want them all kind of curled. And if they get squished and curled over, that's fine. The idea is that this is someone's important field notes kind of thing for their paleontological, is that how you say that? Or archaeological info. And then this can all just be loose. There we go. Okay. So that's that. I still have to decide on how I'm going to do my wrap around. Do I want it to go like this? See, let's cut this in half. Where's my cutter? So this is 6. So if I cut it at 3 and 3, like that, then I could make this kind of a wrap around like that, and then maybe attach those 2 bits like that. And then this, oops, I should do it with the pocket bit. Oh, I did it the wrong way around, didn't I? I want the pocket bit up. Okay, so the pocket bit needs to be up. Maybe it'll just cover the map. Fold it there. See, just folding it. I want to cut this into a tag shape, but I also like this, the idea of this being another little pocket here, if necessary. And then this can also go like that, and then I will sew that. I'm going to cut this down like this, and then I'm going to cut this into a tag shape, and I have a template here like that, and like that. There. And then I'll glue and sew that down there across the back. And I'll put an eyelet in here and here. And then that'll be a pocket. I should grunge up. I should at least ink the inside edge of this while it's open. So let me do that. There's my, oh, I'm so bad. Do you see it? I just had the brush thing in my hand. Is that it? Maybe that's it. Let's take that orange down a bit since everything else is so grungy. And then this one. That one is, I need this bit here. I'll just do the whole thing. I also ordered, in addition to having ordered some walnut stain, I ordered some ground espresso I think that will be an interesting color to play with too. So like the vintage photo, when you wet it, turns very orange, and this walnut stain turns very kind of blue-gray. So I'm curious to see what happens with the ground espresso. What are the undertones in the ground espresso? Because I imagine it can't be all that different from this one. We shall see. Okay, I don't think I need to wet that. I just need to glue this down. Like so. I'm just going to glue this down because it seems to be coming up a bit. Need to refill this, huh? Sorry about that. Come on. So how are all you today? I'm doing all right. I had a little procedure yesterday. So according to YouTube analytics, up till today, everybody who generally watches my channel is a woman over 50. So I feel like I can say this. I wound up having an ablation yesterday because perimenopause has just been kicking my butt. It has been rough. So I'm really hoping that the ablation is going to solve a lot of the issues that I have been having, which have been completely miserable. And just going about life very difficult, and getting any exercise very difficult. And that definitely has affected my work and my play. It's a little shorter than I wanted, but that's okay. I like the way you can see all the layers there. Okay, so let me put in an eyelet here and here. I don't think I'm going to glue it down. I think I'm just going to use the eyelet to tamp it closed. And I think I want, I don't think I want a giant one. I think I want like a bronzy one. Those are two different colors. There's no rules that says that have to be. Oh, there we go. There's a dark one. I wanted the dark one. Kind of the gunmetal, I think. Oh, nope. Those are three different colors. Are they? Let me see if I have another dark one. Of course, nothing that falls out is the right color. There's like a black. I don't really want the black. Come on, you. There we go. Are those two the same? Those are close enough. I will take those. So these jars that I just grabbed they're mason jars, and they have a magnet in the top there. And then I stick this, I have the metal shelf supports right there. And so they just magnet to the metal shelf support, which has turned out to be a really good thing. I have those on the support ones, and then on the up and down. Oh gosh, I'm tangled in my trim. Hold on, give me a second. I got my crocodile tangled up over here in my trim. And then I also have like these with the magnet that are on the uprights. The system works really well for me. I have limited spaces. I share this space with my, it's in the family den, and I mostly share this space with my 18-year-old son. Although he's going to college next year, so I'm hoping I think he's planning on taking his computer. He built himself a gaming computer. I'm pretty sure he plans to take that to college because it's his main computer that has all of his important passwords and things on it. And then he's going to get a new laptop too. But anyway, if he clears out of here, I think I can probably claim his space. I think he's a, whoops, that was the wrong size. I think he's aware that I'm planning on this. But you know what? It's the price of growing up and moving away. All right, so there we go. So I'll probably just use some twine. I have some of this twine that I was thinking of using. You know what I could do? Take a long piece. And I could run this all the way around as well. And it will have yet another layer of interest and look. So that can go straight around and then back through here. Like that. Oops. Like that. And then when I do my hole, I'll just make sure it's not going through that. Yeah. What do you think? I kind of like that. I kind of like all the layers. That's fun. I think I need to grunge up the edges some more. But other than that, is that right? Way up? Yep. I actually have another little possibility for a little pocket to stick something in there. Cool, huh? Happy with that. Okay, so let us look at our pages now. So this is what I've prepared. I have 2 little signatures, and all these are I had some 2 different types of packing paper that comes in like Amazon orders or other orders, mail orders. So that I love that they pack with that stuff rather than the plastic. I still get the plastic sometimes, so I try to request the good stuff. And all I did was I cut it to size, and I used my trusty spatula thingy, scraper thing, to scrape on some gesso, and I let that dry. And then I used the inking techniques that we all have with the vintage photo and the walnut stain. And I used some re-inker, and I used, you know, the different splashy meshes, and I used the method where you take your acrylic blocks and you smush it onto your acrylic blocks. I just played, and then I dredged the edges in some walnut stain that I had smushed onto the desk and sprayed with water. And I'm really happy with how grungy they come out. So my thoughts on these, and why I have 2 of them, is I want to put, I need to close this up, huh? So this is my front. How did I decide to do this? I thought about this and I had a plan. I think I want one here and one here, and then when you have the pages, I actually want the pages to layer left, right, like that. So you wind up like this with this little package of writing. So that's my plan, but I just realized I probably should cover this up first. So what I have for these is I have that little atlas that I grunged up, and I picked out some places that I thought were exotic that people might go to look for fossils or treasures or things. South America, North Africa. And then this atlas also had these lovely grungy pages. I mean, they're actually this color. And these are steamship distances, right? This goes like 227, 225, steamship. How did it go? Did I mess this up? Economic facts. Principal World Air distances. Like this. Principal World Air and Steamship distances. I thought that would look kind of cool if I could fit them on here and here. Because, you know, oh, it's not going to quite fit. Oh, that's a shame. The width is pretty good. But what happens if I tear a little bit off? That's just so gorgeous and grungy. I suppose I could take that whole title off. That's sad. I'm going to dry it though. So if I just, because it does say air distance here and steamship distance there. Oh, it's so delicate. I'm going to save that. Ooh. Oh, Klutzy Crafter. Where did that go? I just dropped it and it floated. I know, I'll find it. Oh, that's sad. Okay. And I'm going to trim off the bottom and see if that fits. Oh, just like slides. It's so crunchy. And then I can also use that to close that up a little bit, maybe. I think I need to take off a smidge over here. Whoops. Yep, that should work just like that. Okay, and then for this, I think I'm going to use my gel medium because it is so fragile. Oh, it's a shame to cover all that up, but this is fun. I'll go for it. Okay, and I'm going to line that up like that. And then I'm going to go over the top with the gel just because it is kind of on the fragile side. Lock it in there. And then on this one, probably need to do the same with the tears. And then any of the maps that I don't fit on the covers here, I'm going to save and I'll just incorporate it into the signature, I believe. And then I'll do this top here. Okay, and then I wonder if I should cover those in some washi just to be on the safe side so that they don't poke through. I have this one here. Oh, I can't find the, come on. Ha, found you. Okay, just give it an extra level of cushion. And then I will matte medium, gel medium this. oops, stick that down there. Get the strings out of the way. And then give that a nice coating of, I probably used a little too much there, huh? So be it. Strings. Oh, it should dry pretty clear. Okie doke. Let's see if some of these maps work on these 2 pages. This is Northwest Africa. I can probably tear down, what do I do with my ruler? Tear down the bottom here. Like that. Yeah, I like the way that looks. And then just a smidge off the top. I can keep the title, I think. Can you guys hear my dog snoring? He's fast asleep on the couch next to me over there. And he's snoring. He's a pretty funny dog. Oh, but I wanted to keep that pocket open. Isn't that right? I was gonna... Oh dear, it seems to have closed. Oh, that's why. Okay, so it doesn't matter. It opens the other way. North Africa. Northwestern Africa. Okay. So I'll put some gel medium down on this side too, which will also help just to seal everything up. North Africa, North Africa, North Africa. Like that. Especially my edges. There's a little wrinkle there, but I don't mind that. That makes it feel authentic to me. And the last one is this one, which I do want to seal up. Oh, I wonder if I should probably notch that one, huh? There's my thingamajig. Is that gonna mess up my grunge though? I'll notch it anyway. Nope, it's okay. It's okay. Maybe I'll give it a little bit of a wiggle here. There we go. Bon. Okay, what do we have next? We have, I think, vertically Central and Southern Africa. And we have Madagascar. I'm going to go with Madagascar, where they have the leaping lemurs. Okay, so this is going to be a little wider. So let me, actually I'm going to cut this one down the side because it's going to be tricky to get that tiny bit cut down. So I'm going to cut that one down, and I'm going to cut this side down because it needs to be a little bit narrower. I can just re-snip that bit right there if I need to. And I'm going to cut this bit down a little bit, and see if I can save the scale at the bottom. Oh yeah, that's pretty perfect. Okay, done. And on this one, I definitely want to jam it up against the edge there, because that does need to close. I'm going to gel medium right to the edge, even though the paper is not going to go to the edge, but it will help add to the protection of the booklet. So I'm going to jam that right up against the seam, like that. And I know I'm getting it all over my desk, but this desk cleans up so nicely. So if that's freaking you out, it's okay. I will clean it up afterwards. Okay. There we go. All right, so that all needs to dry. Oops. Those over to the side. I'm going to put this aside to dry, and I guess I'm not going to be able to sew my signatures in right now anyway. Let me get a baby wipe. I'll show you how nicely this wipes up. Sometimes, oops, two came out. Sometimes if it's dried on a little bit, look, all you do, I'm going to squirt some water on, and it will just wipe up beautifully. Using that dried on gesso from yesterday. My little pieces, throw those guys out. I have one lonely piece of map. Maybe I'm going to use that map to cover up that envelope. What time is it? It's 38. I think I'll stop here for today, and then I will let everything dry, and I will turn the camera on again when I go to sew the signatures in and embellish. So thank you so much for joining me. Please, if you could, it would really help my small creative business if you click like and subscribe. And in the link, there's even a buy me a coffee now if you wanted to try buy me a coffee. I've got that set up, I think. I need someone to give me some feedback to let me know if it works too. So thank you if you do that. Hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.